Welcome to Streaming Deluxe. My name is still Mr. Orange, and before I'm going to bring you my own review of Mortal Kombat 11, I think it might be interesting to check a little bit the Mortal Kombat 11 store page on Steam and find out the reasons why the overall reviews are mixed. So as you can see, I haven't written my own review, but I got from Warner Brothers a review copy, so thank you Warner Brothers for this, but this will not impact my review that I'm going to make about Mortal Kombat 11 when I have played it a little bit more, because for the moment I'm at 3.6 hours in the last 2 weeks, so overall on the record. So I think it's not enough, and at this stage of the game it's not enough for me to really judge if it's a good Mortal Kombat game, is it a good fighting game or not. So alright, so overall all reviews 5069 on Steam, and they are mixed. This doesn't sound really good, so you can get the game for 60 euros, and you can also then, that's maybe one of the critic points people have, are those microtransactions. And then you can buy, for example, Frost, a character, for 6 years. That's a bit high, I would personally say, and therefore it also has a negative review. And then you can also buy a Kombat pack. Then you have 6 new DLC playable characters in 1 week early access. So that's also 40 euros. That's also a bit expensive. So I'm not a big fan of having too many of the DLCs, but that's not the reason anymore. I'm downloading a game like a lot of other people are doing. So I just don't like it, and mostly I just don't buy the DLCs, or better said, I only buy the DLCs when I'm done with the base game, with the when I've played everything and I just need more. I want to have a second version of the game, a sequel of the game. Then I might consider buying DLCs. But in this case, I think I'm not. Yeah, in this case, I think it's just go with the base game first. You get 6, and then the combat pack. Is it really worth it? Personally, I don't think so. So the premium edition, I don't think so. What is more interesting? Let's jump into the review. So you see there are also some reviews of my friends. One in Russian, I don't understand. And then I've waited so much. For example, Ye writes for this game, and he's overall happy. But if we look here, if we go to the review types, positive, we see 4,137, and in the negative side we have 3,218. So that's pretty a lot of negative reviews. Then we can also check the graphs. So since it has been released, we have like 534 reviews on the first day, and then we have 743 also on the first day. So we had more negative than positive on the first day, and then on the 24th. The picture changed a bit, so we got more positive reviews. So I would say this were the people that were review bombing this game, more or less. So, but not review bombing in the classical term, so that the new Steam review control mechanism finds out it's a review bomb, but just being negative, since there were all these microtransactions and the DLCs. But then the people that played it a bit more and fans that played it a bit more, then gave it more positive reviews. And then on the third day, it's actually interesting that then it's just slightly more positive, and then this stays then more or less like this. So still more positive than negative, except then on the 29th and in April, then we also had more positive than negative. So when we look at the mixed review, you can say they are more positive than negative though. I didn't want to make a big review out what I think about this game, but just to say, I think it's a decent Mortal Kombat game. It's a classical Mortal Kombat game. It's swift, it's fast, it has a good connection. It's difficult if you play as a casual gamer against people that are having really skills in this game. But yeah, it's a good Mortal Kombat game. Is it the best fighting game? Yeah, I'm more a Killer Instinct gamer and a Soul Calibur gamer, so I like combos more than massive brutality or finish moves. So, but it's a good game. So you can also see on Metacritic 83, it's a good game. If you like Mortal Kombat, you're going to have your fun with this. But let's jump into the most helpful, the so-called most helpful reviews, and oh la la, that's a lot of information. So maybe we can pick out the pros. He writes: tutorial system is excellent, graphics fantastic, gameplay is phenomenal, the flow of combat is extremely satisfying and smooth, way better than Mortal Kombat X. I wouldn't say this. I think the flow was in Mortal Kombat X was also pretty nice. Fatalities are insane, the best in the series, hands down. They have also been good in Mortal Kombat X. So. Sound design is excellent, punches, kicks and sounds satisfying alongside. And then what is the cons? The frame rate. Yeah, there's some issue with the frame rate at the moment. I have it on my videos, I already recorded. That's a bit weird, so I didn't know what this problem is. Might be a problem with the connection, I'm not really sure. Then the crypt, excellent premise, however the randomization of loot and extremely expensive chest, 13,000 for anything half decent, makes it so that you rarely get anything you want, with most of the rewards being items for the Forge and Challenge Tower, consumables rather than costumes and gear. Another thing to point out is that some items in the crypt require currencies to use, mainly Kenshi's headband that requires orbs, which are used for crafting in the crypt and are rather scarce to begin with, and eats them up at a rate of roughly 2 per second, which is absolutely absurd. You get a large sum of coins to begin with, however, once they're gone, and they go quickly, mind you, as everything is so expensive. You have to spend an eternity to amass even a small amount, not to mention the fact that you have to spend coins to restock the chest in the crypt, as once you've opened them, they don't refresh. Alright, so the time you have to put into the game in order to get all of the items, the equipment, the skins, is disproportionate high, has been said in the beginning. And I think Never End Realms, they already reacted to this, and they will change it, as they said in some Twitter post, as I remember correctly. Mortal Kombat 11 had the blueprints to be one of my favorite Mortal Kombat games of all times. The gameplay is fantastic, the story is actually great despite some missteps and in-depth tutorial for each character. A script that has Shang Tsung narrating each new area, it had so much potential, and then he complained, so what's the problem? Oh god, he says the word. But wait, types of currency is annoying. Soul stones annoys him, and then again currency. So again, it's not really, those reviews are pointing out on one aspect of the game they don't like, and it's here the currencies, and then they take the currencies out and say therefore the game is bad. I understand this approach on the one hand, but on the other hand, is it really reflecting the quality of the fighting game, of the fighting mechanics? Do those skins and clothes you can get in the crypto, etc., are they really representing the gameplay? That's a question we should always ask ourselves. I hope it was worth it. Warner Bros. Have a long track record of exploiting the customers, but this has just pure slime. Never Realm have designed a great game only to make it as difficult as possible for the fans to actually experience it. So he's also speaking the same language like those people before, jumping on the bandwagon here. The mobile economies do not belong in the 90s video game. And then we have a positive, awesome game, but do not buy Frost. Amazing game, get rid of the microtransaction cans and fix the Tower of Time. Also get rid of the FPS log. This game is just awesome. It's really nice. Combos and fatalities are amazing. I don't really miss the X-rays because the fatal blows are good as well. So he gives it overall a positive review. Yes, the currency system is annoying. If you can resist purchasing microtransactions, so that's very important. You are the customer. You should actually decide yourself if you go the microtransaction train down. If you can't resist this, then yeah, it's your own problem. So if you go in the supermarket, you also not buy everything they present to you, I would say. You just buy what you like to eat. So And do it in video games too. Just buy what you like and don't buy microtransactions. Don't buy microtransaction if you're against them. I'm not in favor of microtransactions. Actually, I never spend any euros or dollars, whatever you want to call them, on any microtransactions, or I don't do it. So better don't do it yourself. So yes, those microtransactions, those currency issues, those DLCs for high prices, not worth it. Sucks. It sucks, to be honest. It sucks. But the game itself is good, my friends. For Mortal Kombat fans and for fighting game friends, it's a good game. Alright, and then some positive reviews. So I would say overall the microtransaction system might change a little bit in the future. We will see. For now, if you're 100% against this, then maybe this game is not for you. But if you have no problems having microtransactions in a game and you won't fall into to spend your money on them, then Mortal Kombat 11 is a good fighting game. The base game is good and it is definitely worth it. So if you have Mortal Kombat 10, play it again and find out if you still like it. And if you still like it and you want more, then you can purchase Mortal Kombat 11. And I think for the moment I always found someone to fight with, but people were very skilled, very good. So I mostly lost my matches. But yeah. Alright, that's my Steam stoppage review of it. So I'm going to check out another review in the future with more gameplay footage I made myself, not only the Steam stoppage, of course. And yeah, I'm leaving it here. Have a wonderful day, my friends. See you.